Hey everyone, good lovely early morning. It is me, Jasmine. How are you folks doing? So I just got me McDonald's to start the day before I head out. I'm going to be heading out on a quick road trip. So I got me a sausage egg McMuffin meal. Comes with hash brown, and I got a large Diet Coke. Just something to hold me up. So I'm going on a road trip just to check out a place, and of course, and there are going to be restaurants in that area, so I'll just grab lunch there. And you want to know something silly? So majority of the time when I go to McDonald's, I use the McDonald's app. So I park in the at the curbside check-in, and I order what I need to order. But anyways, the app is not perfect. It if you use it a lot, if you use it frequently, you will notice the occasional glitch here and there. I usually like to start with a hash brown before it gets cold. So anyway, so what happened was I ordered from the McDonald's app, and I have, those who follow me know, you guys know I have several phones. I always have at least 4 phones with me. So I have my phone, I have a phone right here on the phone holder that had a YouTube video playing, and I ordered on another phone, and then I tossed it in my purse. So I have the YouTube playing, and I'm setting up this phone to get ready to do this vlog. And so I'm waiting, the curbside option. It never takes, it's maybe 5 minutes at the most, unless if you're ordering like cookies, chocolate chip cookies, and they have to bake fresh ones. And maybe that may take a little bit longer, or there are a variety of factors. But right now, this particular McDonald's is never that super busy. And so, I'm waiting, and I'm so distracted by the YouTube video that I forgot 10 minutes. 10 minutes passed by. Give me a second. I wonder what's happening there. Somebody selling something. Selling tools, maybe. Anyway, so I'm thinking, well, gee, that order is taking unusually long. What gives? And so I grab my phone, and when I look at it, it says something to the effect of, sorry, due to technical error, we're unable to, something like that. And I see an email saying that my card has been refunded. So I'm like, well, gee, so the McDonald's app is not perfect. It will occasionally a glitch here or there, and I'll give you an example. So anyway, so I went back in, and I pushed the order again. It's the same order, so I pushed it, and then I really waited for it to say confirmed, like ba-da-da-da. It has that animation with a ba-da-da on it, and the M logo. And okay, so it says okay, confirmed. So then I put it away, and I waited for an order, which took like about 2 minutes to come out. It was pretty quick. So one of the glitch that the McDonald's app used to suffer. I dealt with it so many times because I use the McDonald's app pretty heavily. So you would put, okay, so like for example, right, today I ordered a meal. Let's say I come back. Let's say I go to a different McDonald's tomorrow, and I open the app. The app will say, I'm sorry, but you have an active order. You still have an active order. Something to that effect. Basically, I cannot place a new order until that order finishes. And I don't know where the issue was. Maybe it was on the restaurant side. They forgot to complete the order. Whatever the case was, it was a very frustrating thing, because the fix for it was, you would have to, or at least the fix that I read about, and I had to use all the time when I dealt with that glitch, was I would have to go to the app, go into the settings, open the app, and basically clear the cache, clear the data, restart the app like it's brand new. And the problem with the McDonald's app is, I don't know why they decided to go this route, was when you log into the McDonald's app, you enter your email. There's no password. You enter your email, then you wait for the McDonald's app to send you an email. Then you have to go to your email and click on that link. Then that link opens up a Chrome browser to confirm that is your email. Then the Chrome browser opens up the McDonald's app. I know it's every time I have to do that, I was like, what? Were your app developers high on something that day? They decided they settled on that type of a login system. It would have been nice if they did it in a way where, okay, you just enter your phone number, and then the app sends you a text, and then you can enter that code that you're gonna text in the app, or the app senses the if you give it permission to read your text, it senses the code, and then it automatically sends you. And like, I think that they need to go back to the drawing board. I want to talk about something else. Give me a second. I want to show you guys though. Me scratching my shoulder. It's winter, and it's important when it's winter, your skin gets very dry. It gets very dry outside, so it's important to moisturize. So I try to moisturize my skin, because I have very what do you call this? My skin reacts very easily. Like if I were to just like scratch like that, oh, it would be red all over. It would be so like a red scratch mark. Like my skin reacts so easily to external agents. Anyway, so I want to talk about a Netflix show. Oh my goodness. So you guys know I don't really do Netflix. It comes free with my YouTube. So I have all of my phones. I have phones from every carrier. T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, and of course Sprint is no longer around. But back then when Sprint was around, I had Sprint too. So I have a phone from all carriers. And T-Mobile, the T-Mobile specific device, or the T-Mobile plan that I have, comes free. It has a free Netflix, free subscription to Netflix. And I don't really do Netflix. I will do. I like YouTube. YouTube to me is like I don't even watch TV anymore. YouTube has everything. Anyways, so last night, I was at my computer at the house, and I was just like, let's see what's on Netflix. Because occasionally there'll be a nice one. And what the thing, okay, so when it comes to Netflix, and I know Netflix knows this very well. Netflix, the engineers, they look at the data, they look at the numbers and all that, and that guides, I guess, some of their decisions here and there. And they know that Korean shows, Korean movies, they are very popular. And so when I go to Netflix, I typically look for Korean. I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's just, you know, I guess it's just the storyline, the talent, the production. It's everything is just like everything just comes together and just makes for perfection. And so when I go to Netflix, I always look for Korean shows, Korean movies, and I've seen pretty much everything that they have on Netflix. But I occasionally check because every now and then there's a new one, and sometimes some of the shows that I watch, there'll be like another season or new episodes or so forth. Anyway, so it's been a while since I've been on Netflix, and when I went there's a show called oh, and I hope I don't butcher it because I had to open a YouTube video just to teach me how to pronounce it. I think it's Gyeongseong. Give me a second, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So it's pronounced Gyeongseong. It's Gyeongseong Creature. And I think when you open Netflix, it'll be like one of the on the top line where they show like the recently added or most popular. You probably will notice it. And I think there are like seven episodes out now, and 3 more episodes are coming out January 5th. Oh my goodness. You need to watch it. Oh my goodness, you need to watch it. So I stayed up pretty late. Well, I started watching I don't know, I think it was like around 6. I think it was like around 6 p.m. And I watched all of the episodes. So I went to bed past midnight. It's really good. Now I must warn you, because the setting in the movie is 1945 in Korea. You're going to see things that may shock you. I think the writers, the producers, the folks that put together the show, they wanted to convey, you know, of course it's a fictional show, you know, the creature and all that, but they wanted to you know, to convey, or to also convey the horrors that took place during that year, during, you know, World War II. So some of the things you see may you know, it may, you know, just make you feel furious, you know, and rightfully so, because you know, obviously if you took history, then I'm sure you're aware of you've read up on the you know, a lot of the atrocities that were committed during World War II. So I want to you know, just make sure you guys are aware. But the show, I'm interested to see what happens in those next 3 episodes that are coming out January 5th. I wish it was not like that long of a gap. I remember, I think it was Bulgasal. It's another Korean show on Netflix. The episodes would come out like every week. Every week there would be more episodes. This one you have to wait like, I don't know, 2 weeks. Definitely check it out. Now that's another show that I'm definitely going to start. I'm going to look into when I get back home later, after this road trip. Because I have not been on Netflix for a while. Oh, that was good. That was really good. I like Netflix's breakfast menu. I mean McDonald's. I like McDonald's breakfast menu. So definitely check that out. Gyeongseong Creature on Netflix. You won't notice it, I'm sure. Once you open Netflix, it'll be like one of the first things. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Oh, that was pretty good. It is nice and sunny outside. Oh, I should have ordered another one. That was pretty good. So definitely check that show out, Gyeongseong. On a side note, I do want to say this. You know, when you watch that show, it will hit you. You know, when you watch that show, yeah, you're gonna see the whole the fiction and the creature in that show and all that. But there are some parts of that show, especially that relates to World War II. There's some things that will make you, you know, just realize how important it is for everyone to understand, to know history. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be an expert in history and all that. Give me a second. Okay, I just had to wait for the sirens to fade away. You don't have to be an expert in history, but at least be aware of, you know, the things that the big things that happened in the past. You know, be aware of you know, events that happened in the past, because you know, we cannot change the past, but the past, you know, it serves as a lesson for us. It reminds us, it guides us. It's something that we can use as a point of reference. It tells us, you know, what has happened, what can happen if we let our guard down, and all of that stuff. And that's why it's important. You know, I mean, it's, and one thing that I think most folks take for granted, some folks don't realize, rather, is you know, the darkness, the dark forces that moved people, the darkness that dwelled in the hearts of people, you know, many years ago, you know, especially in the World War I and World War II. That still exists today. You know, people are still capable of that level of darkness, and so we should never think that just because, you know, we live a comfortable life right now in 2023, you know, we have variety of laws written with the rosiest of words. You know, don't never think that the darkness of the past, you know, don't never think that those, you know, can never return. No, they can return. You know, the darkness, the things that went through the minds and the hearts of people, you know, even a century ago, you know, people today are still capable of that. The only difference between back then and now is, you know, in modern societies, most folks are held back. You know, they are restrained by a lot of things. You know, we have laws. People, you know, if you in today's modern age, if you kill someone, of course you're going to be investigated and thrown into jail. If you defame someone, you know, you can get sued. Heck, even if you just say something that may not necessarily be illegal, it may not break a law, but it could be considered, say, sexual harassment or bullying or whatever. That can get you fired. And so we have a lot of those things that hold people back, because people need it. You know, you need a job to survive. You have family, you have bills, whatever. So folks are, you know, they don't want to do anything that will make them lose their job. So most folks will be pleasant and all that stuff. Online is different, isn't it? When people get online and they have that all of that anonymity behind a troll page, oh, they'll start spewing darkness and all that. That's why I said this before and I'll say it again. The internet is like the wild west. You know, where people's you know, their dark thoughts just come out. I guess some people would just say that's the nature of the human species. Anyways, so I didn't mean to go down that road, but I just want to say, you know, it's a pretty good show. Go watch it. It just, you know, just be aware that there are some things that will shock you when you see that. Not necessarily with relation to the creature. I guess some would say yes, but there's something. It's a fictional show. The creature is fictional, but you can tell that the producers, the writers, they wanted to set up the area. They wanted to convey as much as possible the atrocities that were committed, you know, back in that year. Which you know, what you see in that movie was probably, in that show, the things you will see were probably just a fraction of the atrocities that were committed back then. So it just, you know, just be aware that when you start watching that, you know, depending on your background, you know, you're gonna feel something. You're definitely gonna feel something. You may feel rage, and that may distract from the show. So just be aware of that. But anyways, so I just wanted to give that commentary on that. So I'm gonna head out now. I'm also gonna get me coffee. So I just wanted to do this quick video, this quick Vlogmas entry video. And with that said, don't forget to hit the like button, and I will see you in the next upload. All right, take care. Bye bye.